What's up gamers, Apex Legends Season 17 is just around the corner and there are some major changes coming. We're going to run through everything you need to know before the season starts. But first, do you fancy 11,500 Apex coins to spend on the new season? We're giving one lucky ProGuides subscriber Apex coins every 4 weeks this season. To enter the giveaway, here's 3 simple steps. Like this video and subscribe to the ProGuides Apex Legends YouTube channel. Then click the link in the description and sign up to ProGuides.com, subscribing for just $7.99 a month. Then, comment your ProGuides username in the comment section below and that's it, you're entered! We'll announce the winner at the end of the month. Want to learn more about what ProGuides can offer? Stick around to the end of the video for all the info on our masterclasses. Now let's get into it. First, World's Edge. Our beloved World's Edge is finally getting some changes. It's been a long time coming, and no one would argue that World's Edge isn't in desperate need of a bit of a refresh. But what exactly is being changed? There are 2 major areas that are being reworked on World's Edge this update. First, and I hate to break it to you all, is Fragment. Yeah, they finally went and changed Frag, but not completely at least. Fragment East is only losing the building nearest to the bridge, but the infamous streamer building has survived this round of World Edge updates. The same cannot be said for Fragment West. Sadly, it has been completely replaced by a whole new point of interest called Monument. Monument is paying homage to the Apex games. It features a new museum with callbacks to the history and the future of Apex. It has an underground section with a glass roof. Developers say this will create a bit of a hunter and prey dynamic. You'll be able to see people above you or below you, and then you're left with a choice of what to do about the other team. Are you going to attack? Are you going to push? Or are you going to leave? Be all up to you. Monument also has sniper nests, which can be quickly accessed via ziplines. You'll recognise a couple of the outskirt buildings in Monument from the old Fragment West, but this is a totally different POI that's going to shake up the middle of World's Edge. One building no longer here is the old construction building. Now this was a very popular battleground with ziplines galore, but where are all the Wraith mains going to head now? Well, the answer to that is the other new location on World's Edge called Stacks. Replacing Lava City, Respawn have taken everything we loved about construction and made a whole POI about it. This POI is essentially construction on steroids. It features the construction building itself, which has been relocated, as well as the old broken building, if you remember that, near the bridge in Fragment. This is going to be a very popular hot drop location. There are a load of zip lines and there's a bunch of verticality to play around. This will mean that the centre of the map is less dominant, with hot droppers and zipline addicts now contained to one corner of the map, meaning there are more options for people to land at who are looking for some quick fun in their pub matches. You can end up in Lava Siphon, you can end up in Frag, you can end up in Monument, or you can end up in Stacks. Elsewhere on World's Edge, Skyhook is getting a new vault, with vault keys now spawning more often. Harvester also gets a new central loot honeypot, and all the lava on the map has been raised. As a result, it is all now traversable. It is going to deal you damage if you walk on it, but you're no longer going to get all of those weird whooshy jetpacks that launch you a mile into the air in the slowest possible way. Trials is also getting a few changes, and Respawn are updating the lighting and visibility across the map as well. This should give even the unchanged section of World's Edge a bit of a fresh feel. Mirage Etoile will also be staying on World's Edge in its current location near Lava Fissure and staging, but will no longer be on any of the other maps. Ballistic. Season 17 is also bringing us a new legend, Ballistic, who is joining the Apex games and bringing with him 3 game-changing abilities. His passive, the Sling, allows Ballistic to carry a 3rd weapon. But the Sling weapon will not be able to carry any attachments, but you can swap attachments between weapons by taking one out of the Sling and putting a different weapon in. However, where the Sling weapon really comes into play is when you use Ballistic's ultimate, the Tempest. This ability is a pulse that buffs you and your teammates if they are nearby, giving you faster movement speed, faster reloads, and unlimited ammo to the whole team during the duration of the ult. Ballistic is also getting an extra buff when he's in the Tempest. His Sling weapon gets upgraded to full gold for the 30-second duration of his ultimate. This makes the Sling great for weapons that you only use in close range combat like shotguns or SMGs, or weapons that have very rare attachments, for example the Havoc with a turbocharger. Perhaps the Mozambique with hammer points might be the craziest combination for the Sling, but we'll see what players come up with as Season 17 kicks off. Then finally, Ballistic's 3rd ability, his tactical, is the Whistler. This is a smart pistol-esque weapon with some major callbacks to Titanfall. It's proved very controversial since it was unveiled, and it feels like it's going to be in the same level of annoyance as the Fused Knuckle Cluster or the Maggie Riot Drill. The Whistler has a smart bullet that locks onto opponents. It will then track them. Hitting them will deal 20 damage. Then, once they've been hit, their weapon is in danger of overheating if they then fire it too much. An overheater weapon then deals an extra 30 damage and stuns that player for a short time. Hitting someone on a white shield with the Whistler is actually going to be devastating, especially off drop. Ballistic is also part of the Assault class, which is a bit of an extra buff for the legend as this is by far the most powerful of all the classes in Apex. Ranked. Rejoice. Apex Ranked is finally getting some updates. The old system was pretty roundly hated by casual players and by pros, with casuals getting really bored of getting ran down by pro players, and pro players getting really bored of running down casuals. So it's about time that Ranked got a pretty hefty shake-up. Let's go over the rundown. Apex is moving to a hidden MMR rank system. You will no longer be match made by your visible rank, but instead by this new hidden MMR. You are still going to have a visible rank, gold, platinum, predator, etc., but this hidden system will be the main driver when the game is putting you into lobbies. To aid this, there's going to be new placement matches, kind of like arenas, 10 at the start of the season. They're going to place you somewhere along the rank ladder. So let's run through some of the changes coming to Ranked. The game will now try and matchmake full stack 3 teams separate to duo and solo queue players. This is going to make it way easier for solo queue players to rank up because they're not playing against those sweaty 3-stack players, with full comms and synergy. Instead, you're going to be matched hopefully against other solo and duo queue players. There's no more RP, it's now called LP, which stands for ladder points. You're going to get base LP for your placement in the game, and then bonus LP based on kills, damage, and performance relative to the MMR of the lobby. This is very flexible, and there's no longer going to be an easy way to track your LP through the game. So things like, let me get a touch on that guy so I get extra RP, or anything like that is going to be, basically out of the game. It's a whole new LP system. Entry costs are now static no matter what rank you are in the ladder. It's always set at -35. Rank splits are also gone. Rank is going to run for a whole season and will rotate between World's Edge, Olympus, and Kings Canyon this season. The assist timer is now up from 30 seconds, it was previously 15, and each rank is now 1,000 LP apart. So to get from gold to platinum, 1,000 LP is needed, etc, etc. You're also going to have to be level 50 to play Ranked, which is a large increase. What devs are hoping is that these changes are going to make Ranked a lot more competitive with more teams alive. The new LP scoring system is heavily biased to incentivize teams to finish in the top 10, which is hopefully going to address one of the big complaints that players have about Ranked, is that teams don't stay alive, Ranked just isn't feeling very competitive, and it's basically like pubs with a little badge in the top right corner of the screen. Skill gaps have become too wide in ranks, so lobbies are just not being competitive, but hopefully this new hidden MMR system is going to help to address that as well. Smurfing is also probably dead thanks to hidden MMR, and higher level cap are also probably going to mean that Smurfing is dead, as are those pesky bronze to master challenges. Some people do enjoy playing Ranked in lower levels, maybe with friends, or maybe with people who just aren't the same level as you want to help out, but this is also one of the big factors that makes lobbies a lot less competitive. Do you think this is a good change? Let us know in the comments down below. Now Ranked is said to be way more competitive. Now could be the perfect time for you to take one of ProGuides masterclasses or bootcamps. Led by Apex legends such as Imperial Hell and Snipedown, ProGuides has a range of resources to help you rank up this season. Why not book a session with one of our Apex Predator coaches, or subscribe for just $7.99 monthly to access a range of resources. Click the link underneath the video and take the steps you need to excel in Apex Legends Season 17. Now, let's get back to some of the other changes coming in Apex Legends. There's a new survival item called the Evac Tower. This will feature in the same slot as heat shields and mobile respawn beacons. This is essentially a placeable jump tower. It's not going to go as high as those towers or as high as the Valkyrie Skyward Dive, but it does provide an extra way to rotate around the maps. Devs are hoping that the Evac Tower is going to help reduce the dependency on Valkyrie for certain rotates. It does have a hitbox and it has health, so it can be destroyed. They're also not permanent, so don't worry about Evac Towers littering the map. The care package weapon rotation is also getting some changes. The L-Star is now in the care package with disruptor rounds attached. The base damage, however, is reduced from 16 to 17 to compensate, and it's going to have over 300 ammo when you pick that L-Star up. Swapping out for the L-Star is the RE45, which is returning to the floor. In the crafting rotation, the Alternator and Sentinel are heading into the crafter for the first half of this season, which means the Eva Ray and the 3030 are back on the ground. To coincide with the increased number of vaults on World's Edge, now we have that new vault up in a Skyhook, vault loot has also been buffed. The triple take is also getting a buff. It has larger projectile size, better hip fire, tighter bullet spread when fully choked, plus the triple take is now only going to use 1 ammo instead of 3 per shot. However, Respawn have adjusted the mag values down, so you're no longer going to have 27 in your maximum mag. That's going to be reduced down to 9, but Respawn have added an extra 1 on the purple mag, meaning the maximum amount of ammo in a triple take is now 10. The R99, which has been incredibly dominant this season, is losing 1 bullet per magazine, and the pesky charge rifle is also finally getting a nerf. Hallelujah! It has a reduced spawn rate, and it only has 3 shots per magazine instead of 4. Hopefully that means less charge rifle Charlies peppering you in the back during Ranked. A big change is also coming to Catalyst and Seer. The Seer Ultimate is no longer going to go through the Dark Veil. That means you're no longer going to be shooting diamonds and highlights through Catalyst's Ferrofluid War. Mirage is also changing classes. He was a skirmisher, he is now going to be in the support class. Some of the classes have also received some changes as well. Assault bins have been slightly nerfed. Attachments are now more likely to only be 1 tier better than what you currently have instead of 2 tiers. So for example, if you have a white light mag, you're less likely to get a purple light mag from the assault bin, and now you're more likely to get a blue. Optics are going to spawn for the whole team instead of just the assault legend. That'll mean, for example, if you have a teammate that's running a sniper, you're more likely to get sniper optics if that player needs it instead of just what the assault legend needs. Support class bins are also now always going to give you a guaranteed shield battery. Mobile respawn beacons are going to spawn even if you don't have your teammate's banner yet, but the biggest change to any of the classes is undoubtedly that now having a support class player on your team will mean that anybody, yes, anybody on the team can craft those expired banners at the replicators, not just the support legend themselves. That is a huge buff for support legends. As always, there are a range of minor tweaks and bug fixes that you can read in Apex's official patch notes blog post. But that covers all of the major aspects changing in Apex Legends Season 17. That covers the Apex Season 17 update. What are you most excited for this season? Leave a comment down below to let us know, and don't forget to subscribe for more Apex Legends content.